So maybe you just want to tell us your career. You retired in 2014. What were you? Did you have plans already to go into business or?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always had a bit of an appetite for business. So I played professional rugby for 10 years. I had to retire because of injury in 2014. Unfortunately, the game of rugby, you can't always plan in terms of what happens in terms of injury and all of those things. So, during my career, I had 18 operations. So, there was a lot of adversity in those times. So, but then again, I've always had an appetite for business. So, moved into business in 2013, 2012. Various small companies that I've invested in shares and stuff. So, and I just started getting an appetite. So, always been the type of person that's looking for solutions to any problems that there may be. So, and that's actually how Slipztream came along. So Slipztream, we initially started the process about 12 months ago. We identified a huge problem within the expense reporting systems of the SME market. What we then decided to do is let's create a solution that can solve this problem. So just to give you a bit of an overview of it, it's an automated expense system. It's a web app platform where employees has got the ability to submit their expenses via the mobile phones. They can also easily submit their travel.
So you're talking about claims?
Claims, absolute claims.
For like large companies or?
SMEs predominantly. We'll move to the bigger companies when we move forward, but it's in the beginning. It's going to be featured around the SME market. We have found that a lot of the SMEs are still doing manual submissions. We want to eliminate that. Ultimately, the administrative nightmare around submissions of staff claims, all those things, is just an administrative nightmare at the moment. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to eliminate that. So all employees can, through their mobile phone, submit all their receipts to their relevant managers. From there, they can reject a report, see all expenses in the folders on the dashboards. It also gives the finance and managers greater visibility over analytics in terms of what the employee spends where, year on year, day on day, all those type of things.
Okay, so you can see like if someone's abusing it.
Absolutely, that's all visible on your dashboard, on your analytics sector.
But are there any, in playing the game of rugby, are there any similarities there with starting a company, running a business? Would you, if someone said, okay, now, how do you use that, the skills that you've learned as a rugby player to run a business? Are you coming up against challenges that, as a rugby player, is prepared you for the world of the sport?
No, I think if we talk about rugby and we talk about business, there's very similarities in terms of adversity and tough times you go through. From a professional sportsman's perspective, the people from the outside only see the one part, that's the glamorous part and all of that. But from the other side, you're looking at injuries. Like I said, I went through 18 operations through my career, so there was constantly a battle you had to fight in terms of get through it and take adversity head on. And in business as well, there's going to be good times, there's going to be tough times. The great thing about being a professional sportsman in rugby is that I've also met a lot of influential people, which is fantastic, that I still connect with, which is brilliant for going forward in business. I think that the downside of the whole thing is that from a rugby perspective, I was involved in a team environment. Now you're moving into business, which can be a little bit lonely at stages. So that's part of something you need to adapt to.
Are you still built a team yet, or what stage are you?
So we're very early stage. At this stage we're about 4 to 5 guys. So we're working on various strategic things in terms of bringing people on board now. To head to the next phase. But there's still a lot of planning going on at this stage.
Okay. But are you the only director, or are you?
We're two, the co-founder, and Joy is also co-founder in the business.
Okay, that's your wife.
That's correct.
So it's the three of you.
That's the three of us.
Started
So we've got strategic partners on board. So that's a friend of mine that's in finance as well. So that we're bringing advisors on board to take this platform to where it needs to go.
Doesn't it also help that, you spoke about the kind of grit that you need, that a rugby player creates this that you can face the challenges, and there's a lot of challenges in running a business. But doesn't it also help that if I mean, when it comes to selling things, people might recognize your name, your face, and they go like, okay, this is someone I can trust, or doesn't that also come into it?
Yes and no. I believe there's an element of that if you're a recognizable face, it will get you into a meeting or 2 or 3, but ultimately you still need to be able to sell a good product. Yes, they could potentially trust you. Yes, absolutely. That element still comes into it. But, you know, I always say there's nothing like just making easy money. I don't care who you are. You need to have a good product, quality products. You need to be able to sell well. People need to trust you, and I think that also plays a big element.